Please be seated and welcome City Colleges of Chicago Provost, Dr. Vernice Edgehill Walden.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon to members of the graduating class of 2014. Chair Paula Wolf and members of the Board of Trustees, Chancellor Hyman, keynote speaker Sheryl Sandberg, distinguished guest Alderman Walter Burnett, Alderman Lona Lane, Alderman Joanne Thompson, and Alderman Willie Cochran. Good afternoon to our college presidents, officers of the district, faculty, staff, families, and friends. I am Vernice Edgehill Walden. I'm provost of the City Colleges of Chicago, and I would like to welcome you to this year's commencement ceremony. It is a great honor. It is a great honor to share this day with you. Graduates of the class of 2014, you have come a long way. And we know that you are prepared to take that next step, whether it is going to a four-year college or university or going into the workforce. You are prepared. You are prepared to hit the ground running because you are going into careers that are in high demand today and tomorrow, and because of the education you received here at the City Colleges of Chicago. Better yet, you will be able to move into your next step without all the debt, because other students are often faced with a lot of college debt. Today, we recognize your outstanding academic and personal achievement, earning an associate's degree. Many of you have come here today having very recently left a foreign country and traveled here because you were in seeking a career and educational opportunity. Some of you are native Chicagoans who have worked and balanced family and life to make sure that you achieve your goal. We are tremendously proud of you, and we know that you have leaned in, as our keynote speaker will speak about shortly. You have committed yourself, and you have achieved your goal. We also want to thank your supporters, your family and friends, and all of our dedicated faculty and staff for helping you reach this milestone. Congratulations, the class of 2014, and it is at this time and my pleasure to introduce to you the Chairman of the Board of Trustees for the City Colleges of Chicago, Paula Wolf.
Thank you. In case you don't know, the provost is the person who runs the whole academic side of the institution, so she has a big job and does it very well. I think we should start a movement to get rid of pomp and circumstance and replace it with a different song for every graduation around the world. This was a great choice. So I also, too, want to welcome the graduates of 2014, their families, their friends, their supporters, their significant others, their partners, their grandmothers, and their grandchildren. And I believe even under a gown, I saw at least one baby-to-be who was coming in today. So thank you to that person, whoever he or she is, as well, for remaining in until the graduation was over. I want to also welcome Chancellor Hyman and our other Cheryl today, Sheryl Sandberg, our distinguished guests, our elected officials, and the City College's presidents, faculty, and staff. And I'm also joined here on the stage today by another member of the board, Trustee Duque. She and I and a number of others are appointed by Mayor Emanuel to the board, which is an enormous honor and privilege, and we really appreciate it. You'll hear a lot today about your accomplishments. I just want to talk very quickly about that success. You've really, really done a very important thing. You've, as the provost said, balanced your lives with your family, sometimes work, and the other obligations that you have, and we all recognize what an important and difficult task that is sometimes. But you now have a college degree, and nobody will ever take that away from you, and you should be very proud. That success will go with you and that college degree on to whatever you do, whether you decide to go to work now or whether you're going on to another college and then to graduate school. And we should all thank the Chancellor and her administrative team, because she has said over and over again what she wants every graduate to leave here with is a degree of economic value. Whatever you choose to do, you have invested your time, your energy, and your money into a degree that's going to make you successful. And as you go out into the world, we will be pleased to call you our graduates. Mayor Emanuel will have a group of people who represent the vitality, the vision, and the success of Chicago going forward, no matter where you are. And I and the board are very proud to be able to sort of piggyback on that success and be able to watch you go out. We want to hear from you and all the things you've done and the wonderful credit that you bring to City Colleges, yourself, and your families as you go forth in the world. So thank you for choosing City Colleges, and thank you and congratulations on graduating. So to complete a degree is a feat, as you all know. To complete a degree with a perfect GPA is nothing short of amazing. So I have the great honor today of introducing to you one of your own amazing 7 valedictorians. She is Linda Bolton of Daley College. She also carried that banner in and did it very well. Linda is graduating with an Associates of Arts degree with a focus on communication, probably one of the reasons that she was chosen to deliver the speech today. She has a 4.0 GPA, she's a member of Phi Theta Kappa, in addition to, pardon me, I shouldn't talk over the applause lines. In addition, she's going to college. She's worked part-time as a tutor in several Chicago public high schools. She's received 4-year college acceptance letters from both Loyola University and Governor State. I used to be president of Governor State. I don't want to influence her, but I would just say it's a wonderful place. And she says she's still weighing her options. I can't imagine that. And options are always good to have. She's going to pursue a bachelor's degree in communications. So congratulations to Linda, and I invite her up to speak to you.
Good afternoon, Chancellor Hyman and other distinguished City College of Chicago administrators, faculty, fellow graduates, family, and friends. I am delighted to be here today to rejoice in the accomplishments of the City College of Chicago's class of 2014. We have beaten the odds. This marks an important milestone in our individual journeys. However, it's also a celebration of our collective efforts. Even though it is evident that we are all different, we have different backgrounds, different dreams, and different goals, we have one thing in common. We are part of a select group of people who sets goals and pursues them. We are those with integrity who do what we say we are going to do, even when it's tough. We have chosen our paths to reach our own versions of success. And we have not only proven to ourselves, but to our professors and our families that we can do whatever we put our minds to. So today, I want to say congratulations to you, the class of 2014. Woo. And remind you that when we leave here today, don't forget why you came. You chose this journey because you know that you are capable of doing great things. You have proven that you are experts at ignoring that little voice in your head that say, I can't. You have proven that when you are given 2 roads, you don't choose the easiest or even the one less traveled by, but the road that is best for you. In our lives, everything comes down to choices. The choice to attend city colleges, the choice to be non-traditional in juggling our jobs, families, and schools, the choice to take a Saturday and evening or 5 classes in one day so that we move much closer to getting our degrees. Yeah. Or the choice to stay up an extra hour after working all day, even though you're tired. These little choices that might have seemed insignificant have accumulated to bring us to this very moment. It is our choices that make us who we truly are. So today, I want to challenge you to make one more positive choice. Ready? Choose to be fearless. It's intimidating to do something that you have never done. Yet, as we embark on this new, unexplored territory, I want you to remember the absolute necessity of pursuing your dreams and passions, even when you are afraid to do so. We often try to talk ourselves out of our own dreams, which reflect the fear of success. But we've overcome that. We've overcome the fear that we are not good enough, the fear that things will not work out in our favor. We have proven that through all of our hard work that we can do anything. Your presence here today has proven that you have become successful by being fearless. This does not mean that successful people are truly without fear. Rather, it means despite being terrified, we followed our dreams anyway. We did not let the fear of failure cripple us, and that has made all the difference. So I invite you, the class of 2014, to continue to be fearless throughout your lives. Use today and the weeks that follow to become re-energized and refocused. Choose to be ambitious, choose to be unique, but above all else, choose to be fearless. And with that, I would like to introduce to you a woman who has committed herself passionately to our success. I would like to present the head of the City Colleges of Chicago, our Chancellor, and a fellow City Colleges of Chicago alum, Chancellor Sheryl Hyman.
Thank you, Linda. That was a very, very powerful message, and congratulations to you and the other valedictorians. Congratulations. Good afternoon, class of 2014. I said good afternoon, class of 2014. This is a significant day, graduates, a day you will always carry with you. We have about 10,000 people joining us for this special day, not to mention those tuning in online. And this is a historic day. You are a part of a historic class, as we expect that this will be the largest graduating class in City College's history for the second year in a row. We all have come a long way to be here, but none of us got here alone. There are many who have had a hand in our success. There is the loving family and friends who have stuck with you through late nights and long papers as you juggled class with family and work. Let's give those parents, guardians, grandparents, sisters, brothers, friends, cousins, aunts, and uncles a big hand. But there has also been City Colleges of Chicago's very, very, very committed faculty and committed staff who share in your achievement today. And there are many people who support our institution but don't walk the halls of the colleges every day. I want to thank the members of the Board of Trustees for their continued volunteer service to City Colleges of Chicago and our city. I could not do my job without their support. Chair Paula Wolf and Trustee Clarissol Duque, thank you so very much for spending this day with us. Thank you. Also, we are also honored to have with us today several champions of education in our city council, which you heard our provost mention. I'd like for them to stand up because you are their constituents, and I want you to know that they are here supporting you today. Can you please stand? Thank you. Thank you very much. And of course, there is my boss, our mayor, Mayor Rahm Emanuel. Mayor Emanuel could not be here in person today, but he wanted to make sure you knew. Wait a minute, wait. Mayor Emanuel may not be here today, but it is he that allows me to have the resources to help you in the job that I do every day. And I think we need to give him a round of applause. He sent a special message of congratulations. He took time out of his busy schedule to send you a special message of congratulations, and I want to share that with you now.
First of all, to all the graduates, your family, congratulations. This is a tremendous milestone for you. It's also a milestone for the city of Chicago, because just a short time ago, people said the city colleges was not up to the task to educate and train and give you a good education so you could get a good job. We've turned that around, and most importantly is a reflection of your graduation that the city of Chicago is turning around. I can't thank you enough, and your teachers and the administrators, for the hard work to achieve this day. This is your day, but if you don't mind us sharing a little, the city's really proud of you, and it's also a day for us. It's a big milestone. And it's also, let's be honest, my good friend Sheryl Sandberg's here as a commencement speaker. Years ago, we wouldn't have attracted that talent. But people around the world, leaders like Cheryl, are taking notice of what we're doing here in the city of Chicago, making sure our city colleges and your education is not the last step in a remedial education, but the first step to a great job, a great education with a great career ahead of you. I want you to remember this day. Remember how much your city's invested in you and how much we want your success to be something we can share with. Congratulations. Enjoy this milestone, and best of luck in the future. And Cheryl, thanks for coming and enjoying Chicago Spring with us. See you later.
Thank you. Thank you. I know for a fact Mayor Emanuel is one of City College's biggest champions. Today is about you and your accomplishment. This day is a result of your hard work, your perseverance, and your unwillingness to give up. This degree you received today is all yours, and as has been stated before, no one can take that away from you. You have earned a degree of value, one that has meaning to employers and four-year colleges alike. Your associate's degree is an important milestone, but it does not have to be the end of your education. In today's dynamic economy, you must remain competitive. You must continue learning. After I graduated from Olive-Harvey, I transferred to the Illinois Institute of Technology and earned a bachelor's in computer science. While working at Commonwealth Edison for 14 years, I went back to school to earn 2 more degrees, a master's and an MBA. Regardless of where the future takes you, think of city colleges as home. Join our Alumni Association and continue to take advantage of our career resources and job postings around the city. And remember that in all you do, you are ambassadors for city colleges because, of course, you are proudly made in Chicago. While you are a product of city colleges, you can go anywhere. People from across the country have begun to look at city colleges as a model for community college education. That is one reason we are so fortunate to have an outstanding keynote speaker this year. She is a global business leader, a champion for social change, and a best-selling author. Those of you who are on your phones right now, uploading photos and tagging yourself in a post, you may be using a Facebook app that our speaker is ultimately responsible for. Sheryl Sandberg is the Chief Operating Officer of Facebook. Give her a hand. She is also the founder of Lean In, a movement to help people achieve their personal and professional goals. She is the author of Lean In, Women, Work, and the Will to Lead, and most recently, the author of Lean In for Graduates. Prior to Facebook, she served as Vice President of Global Sales and Operations at Google. Before Google, she served as Chief of Staff for the U.S. Secretary of Treasury. She is also a mother too, and I can tell you, Cheryl is one of the most sincere people I've ever met, who is a strong advocate for what we're trying to do here at City Colleges of Chicago. I am very pleased to introduce to you now our 2014 commencement speaker, Sheryl Sandberg. Thank you.
Chancellor Hyman, Board of Trustees, presidents, and faculty of the colleges, delighted family members, devoted friends, ANSI siblings, welcome to all of you. But most importantly, congratulations to the magnificent class of 2014. It is a privilege to be with you here today, honoring 2,000 students from 7 great schools across Chicago. Colleges named after giants who dared to imagine a better city, a better country, a better world, like Dr. King and Harold Washington. And people who served their country, like Milton Olive and Carmel Harvey. Graduating for all of you from all 7 schools is a remarkable achievement. I know all of you are so proud today, but I will tell you as a mother myself, your families are more proud. So when this ceremony is over, but you're still in that gown, let them hug you and let them hug you for a little bit longer. They will look back on today and say that was one of the happiest days of my life. You will look back on today and say, did I really think that was an okay way to wear my hair? Today, many of you become the very first person in your family to earn a higher degree. I want to take a special moment to celebrate that achievement. To your families and to me, you are heroes. Students who worked while they took care of children, students who worked while they had jobs, students who worked while they supported their families. You learned to write code, you've built robots, you've healed the sick, and you've even baked fluffier pastries. You invested not just a lot of money, but your time and your sweat, but it was worth it. Because with the skills you got here, you're not just going to have a better first job, you're going to go on to have more and better jobs. Not only higher incomes, but higher expectations for a better life. I know this because education lifted my family too. My great-grandparents immigrated here from Eastern Europe. They came here, and my grandfather grew up in an apartment, 1 bedroom, with his 8 brothers and sisters. They shared a bathroom down the hall with 8 other families of the same size. My great-grandparents did that for the promise of a better life, and that promise was fulfilled when my grandfather and his siblings became the first members of their family to graduate from college. My grandfather graduated from the City College of New York. It put my father and then me on a different path. Many of you are setting your families on that path today, and I know everyone here joins me in applauding you for that amazing achievement. Congratulations. As I thought about what I wanted to do here today, I thought about the many graduation speeches I've heard. The best ones had two qualities. They were relevant and they were brief. I will be both. While I encourage all of you to post to Facebook as much as possible, I would appreciate if you would refrain from Sheryl Sandberg's boring posts, at least until I'm done. I want to use my brief time here to urge you to stay ambitious, to keep reaching and keep dreaming. Some of you are leaving here and heading for more school. Some of you are heading into the workforce. But no matter what you're going to do, it's worth taking a minute today to reflect on your time at City Colleges. Because in addition to everything you learned, I hope you learned this: dreams can come true. With hard work, with sacrifices, with perseverance, you turn your dreams into reality, and the proof of that is that every single one of you is sitting here in your gown today. So I want to use my brief time with you to urge you to stay ambitious. Keep reaching, keep dreaming. Don't lean back, lean in. You made this dream come true, so you can be more ambitious. You can dream bigger for yourself and the world around you. As you extend your reach, what once seemed unattainable is now within your grasp. I want you to see that nothing is impossible, that your dreams are the possible dreams. So the question is, how do you get there? Every path is unique, but I'll talk about 3 things that I think make a big difference in helping all of us fulfill our potential. The first and most important, believe in yourself. Believing you can do something is the very first step to doing it. I know firsthand that self-confidence comes more easily to some than others. When I was in high school, I was a senior, my brother was a sophomore. We both had dates one Saturday. That was in the days before texting, when you actually made dates. And they canceled on us at the last minute. Very clear they both thought of something else to do. I spent the rest of the weekend wondering what was wrong with me. My brother said, "That girl missed a great thing," and went out to play basketball with his friends. 4 years later, my brother and I took a class together in college. Again, I was a senior, he was a sophomore. I was a senior, he was a sophomore. We took the same class. I went to all the lectures, I read all the books. He went to 2 lectures, read 1 book, and then marched himself up to my room for me to tutor him before the exam. We sat for that exam. He was sure he had aced it. I was sure I failed, even though I knew way more than he did. I joke with my brother to this day that I wish I could spend a few minutes as him. It must feel so good. But in reality, even he has moments where he doubts himself. We all do. Arianna Huffington talks about the obnoxious roommate in our heads, that voice that tells us we can't do something, that our question is dumb, that our ideas are not good, that we're having a truly awful hair day. That obnoxious roommate, that self-doubt, that holds us back. Over my many years in school and in the workforce, I've seen so many people hold themselves back. I've seen them sit on the side of the room rather than at the table. I've seen them sit in the back rather than at the front. I've seen them lower their hands rather than keep them up, and I've seen them lower their voices when they should speak up. I've seen over and over again how much self-belief drives outcomes, and that's why I force myself to sit at the table, even when I'm not sure I belong there, and that still happens to me. And when I'm not sure anyone wants my opinion, I speak up anyway. Believing in yourself is what got you to this special day, so keep it up. Don't let anyone put limits on you. Don't put limits on yourself. Know that you can and will go on to complete more school if you want to. Know that you can and will get any job you want, even if you have to take other jobs on the way to getting there. Know that you can provide for yourselves and your families. Know that you can make the world a better place. Second, plan and chase your dream. I am urging you, as your valedictorian was, to be fearless, to dream big. But sometimes big dreams can be overwhelming. It feels like you can't get from point A to point C. Well, the good news is you don't have to. You just have to get from point A to point B, and then B to C, and so on and so forth. Breaking really big dreams into small steps is the best way to get there. I grew up in Miami, and when I was 16, I went skiing for the first time. I had only ever seen snow once. I didn't own a winter coat. I was pretty unathletic and pretty uncoordinated. My mother and I went up the mountain, took a wrong turn, and wound up on a really hard slope, snow pouring down, people whizzing by us. I panicked. Tears streaming down my face, I looked at my mom and said, "I can't get down this mountain." And she said, "Don't look at the bottom. The bottom is a long way off. Take 10 turns, 10 steps, and then stop. And then take 10 more steps, and then stop." Larger tasks can be overwhelming, but if you break it down into 10 steps, that fear goes away. And as you can tell by my presence here today in Chicago, I made it off that mountain. So keep an eye on your goal, but look at the small steps to get there. Your career and your life is going to have starts and stops, zigs and zags, twists and turns. That's especially true in our economy, which is a really tough one. Take full advantage of every opportunity you get to develop your skills. Each of us finds our own way in our own time. You may not love every job you have, but you can learn from every job you have. Third thing, know that this world needs you to change it. Last year I wrote Lean In, and I talked about the inequality between men and women. It turns out, and this is a shocker, that men still run the world. I believe the world would be a better place if it were more equal, if every child got the education that he and she deserves, if leaders of different genders and races and backgrounds and perspectives made the decisions at the tables where those decisions are made. Sadly, my generation failed. We are far from my dream of 50-50 equality, where women run half our companies and our countries, and men run half our homes. We have an African-American president, but racism is far from gone. So we turn to you. We turn to you. You are the promise for a better and more equal world. There is no finer example of this than your Chancellor, Chancellor Cheryl Hyman. She graduated from City Colleges. She sat in the chairs you sit in today. And 4 years ago, she, along with your board, took on a reinvention of these colleges to give every student access to improve education. In just a short time, with a very data-driven approach, they've nearly doubled the graduation rate. And this year, we are celebrating what we believe will be the highest graduation rate yet for the second year in a row. She is proof that one person can make a difference. Your life's course will not be determined by the things that are easy, the things you know you can do. Those are the easy ones. It'll be determined by the things that are hard. The jobs you want, you realize you're not qualified for, and you work like crazy to get the skills to get there. The moments you feel alone and ask for help and create a bond with the person you asked, because helping you doesn't just help you, it helps them. The times when you see something's wrong, but you wonder why no one else is speaking out. You're afraid to do so, but you speak out anyway, and you convince everyone else. Those are the moments that have real impact. So don't let yourselves off the hook by deciding that something is out of your reach. You never know what you're capable of until you try. To quote Chancellor Hyman, something she wrote for the Lean In website, if you embrace challenges, no matter how big, and keep moving forward, one day you will look up and be surprised at how far you have come. This is how your generation can become the Lean In generation, the generation that knows no boundaries, fears no fears, and changes the world. You stand here today, proud and brave, one goal down, so many more to go. Start by figuring out where you want to go and aiming high, then take the first step in that direction. Believe in yourself. Your families believe in you. Your classmates believe in you. I believe in you, and we are all rooting for you. At Facebook, we have red posters that inspire us to dream our dreams. One says, "Fortune favors the bold." One says, "Done is better than perfect." My favorite says, "What would you do if you weren't afraid?" So today, as you celebrate years of hard work, ask yourselves, what would you do if you weren't afraid? Ask yourselves, take a minute. What would you do if you weren't afraid? Look to the future, and then go do it. Congratulations, class of 2014.
Cheryl, we want to thank you, all of us here at City Colleges, for encouraging our students to lean in and never give up and keep going. And so we want to present to you an honorary associate in applied science and computer information systems, and we hope you display it in your Facebook office.
I will, proudly.
So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
As the board chair noted earlier, earning your degree is an accomplishment, and earning a degree with honors is truly a distinction. The honors distinction is awarded to graduates who earned a cumulative grade point average between 3.0 and 3.49. The high honors distinction is awarded to graduates with a cumulative grade point average of above 3.5. Please join me in recognizing and congratulating those top students on their impressive academic achievements. Will all students of honors and high honors please stand? You may be seated. Many of our honor students are also members of Phi Theta Kappa and Psi Beta. Both of these organizations are academic honor societies that recognize two-year college scholars who excel in scholarship, community service, leadership, and research. This afternoon, these students are distinguished by wearing gold and blue stoles and cords for Phi Theta Kappa and Psi Beta. Will all Phi Theta Kappa and Psi Beta students please stand? Thank you. Job well done, PTK. We also have many graduates with us today who have selflessly served our country. Many of these graduates are wearing red, white, and blue veteran cords. Would all of our graduates who are veterans in the U.S. Armed Forces please stand? While you're standing, we would like to thank you for your service and everything that you have done to protect and defend the freedoms that we hold dear. Thank you. You may be seated. Among our graduates, we have 7 outstanding students who have distinguished themselves as valedictorian, and you've met one already. Valedictorians, as I call your name, please stand and receive your honor from your college president. Richard J. Daley College, Miss Linda Bolton. Malcolm X College, Rima McWan. Kennedy King College, Chanel Clanton. Olive-Harvey College, Mr. Ishmael Audrey. Harold Washington College, Shaunia Brown. And Harry S. Truman College, Miss Hee-Yo-Jin Park. Wilbur Wright College, Mr. Carl Allen Gooseby. Congratulations. It is my honor and distinct pleasure to present the valedictorians of the City Colleges of Chicago, class of 2014. Thank you. And now, graduates, family, and friends, it is the time for the awarding of diplomas. Graduates, please follow the direction of your marshals and wait until your row is called to approach the stage. I'm asking that after you have been called to the stage and receive your diploma, please return and remain in your seats until all diplomas have been awarded. When all graduates have received their diplomas, the Chancellor will officially confer the degrees. Thank you.